Hey, how you doing? Let's get on to it. Let's get her done. Okay. Oops. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh, that's my. I can't believe that. I thought for sure that that would turn out right. Let me see here. Let me see if we check here. Takes there. He comes up. I guess we could come back and win a piece. There we go. Stop there. Oh wow, so that's it. Yeah, chess is totally fun. You gotta love it. I made a mistake here. I think I took with the queen. I should have realized that if the queen takes, pawn takes, there we're up a bishop and a rook. I for some reason didn't spot this here. Okay, that was my board vision issue there. Okay, Doki. Probably, okay, so that's the move there. Because I played, I played this here, but then I forgot that he could actually grab here and then it doesn't work. So first you have to draw the queen away via a check fork. Oops, a check fork here. So after it takes and the queen's drawn away, it comes back. Queen has to go back, and then after that, because the rook dominates this whole open file here, it would be mate. So it's kind of like a smother mate thing. This one we did solve, but I just wasn't able to do it in time. This is a really interesting one. You come up, then you come back, and you actually skewer the two pieces here. You win a piece. First of all, though, you have to get rid of the defender of the knight, and the only way to do that is to trade it off, and it's with check, so you get a tempi. Come back, and now you're pinning the knight to the bishop, and you win in exchange. So just got to be on the lookout for those type of things. Alrighty then, we're up to 1700, so praise the Lord on that. You gotta thank Jesus always for that. A puzzle battle? No, I have time. I wish they had puzzle battles that weren't rated. That'd be nice, for just friendly um, things. What we could do is I could do a training. I could do a training one puzzle here, so that it doesn't affect anybody's ratings. Because that's one thing I don't like is the rating part of it. It's not good. We'll do a learning lesson, and what we'll do is we'll do all themes, which involves all this here, and then we'll test and see how your how many puzzles we can get. That's actually better. Then we're working together. Otherwise, the only reason I do the puzzle battles is it's kind of like a warm up for the training. So let's see. Let's try this here. We'll test your puzzle knowledge here. Okay, you are white. What is the best move? I'll be the hands. I will be the hand. You tell me what you think the best move is, and then we'll look at it and go over it, and it'll kind of be like a puzzle battle thing, but without the stress. Yep, that's right. Oops, wait a second. Hold on, let me see here. The knight's on pre. So what would actually be the best move? Sorry about that. That was my bad. I should have noticed that. What would be the best move here? You have to always look at the pieces. Look at the entire board. That's what Jeremy Silman in this is a really good book, Reassess Your Chess, 4th edition. He talks about the imbalances of the board. Yep, there you go. Oh, wait a second. Wow, I missed that. So that's wrong? Interesting. Interesting. Oh, wait, that is different. Oh, snap. It's rook h8. Rook h8. No, that doesn't work then. Let me see. Oh, you take. Okay. Wow, that's okay. So that's not right. Well, these are puzzling. This is a puzzling one. Let me see. What is it then? I'm so glad we're going over these. This is really interesting. This is good to test my my learning. Whoa. What in the world? Let me see. Rook c8. I think you're right. Yeah. rook c8. I think you're right. Rook c8, and then rook h8 would be mate. Let's give that a shot. Wow. Bishop? Then it must be. Oh, wow. That was a 2900 level puzzle. No. Wow. So here, there, up, and mate. Yeah, that makes sense. That was 2900. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay, let's try another theme. Well, it's all based. It was based on the idea that you talked about, which was the rook move, but you had to set it up exactly where there was no way that the opponent could get out. Okay, this probably is maybe a 2700 level one. So let's actually start. We'll do the puzzle rush because I think this is a higher level one. Oops, wait a second. We'll go back. We'll give it a shot. Hold on. Let's give it a shot. We'll see. We'll try this one. Okay, we'll try one, and then we'll get to puzzle rush. Okay, bishop takes. Let's see here. Okay, sorry about that. There we go. Let's see. We have to reset our calculation here. So it's black to move. We have to look at the entirety of the board. There's potentially the king's trap. So we see that you have to look at and say, the king is trapped. So is there any way I could take advantage of the king being trapped? Is there a way to win material? What can I do? Is there something like, f3 maybe? Yeah, queen d1. That is an interesting move. Queen d1, and at that point, let's see, what could our opponent do here? Maybe maybe h3, and then we could actually take at that point. And then after king takes, then we queen. Let's give that a shot. So that's not it. Okay. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think it's queen e3. Yeah, queen e3, because then after takes, then you take there, and then yeah. That's it. Wow, at 3000, we solved a 3000 level puzzle. That was 3000. Wow, look at that. Look at this. Boom. 3000. That is impressive. Okay, so the whole basis is the whole base idea about the queen that you were talking about was bishop queen d basically d1, right? But how you can get the same result, yeah, how you get the same result is actually queen e3, because the idea is you're gonna do it with a forcing move. The next move, let's say that rather than that move, our opponent played, we'll say h3, something passive. What you would do is you would grab the rook. You'd actually grab the rook. Queen takes g1, and then when the king takes back on g1, then you queen, and you're up a whole rook at that point. And that's the idea of why you play queen to e3, is actually to force the exchange of the rooks. The rook for queen, and then you get a queen. It's the most forcing line. Checks are the most forcing line. And that's kind of why that actually works. Okay, we got that down now. Then you do in pass A, and then then our opponent takes back to give room. We take here, and then we queen. There we go. So now that we went over that, we'll get into our puzzle rush, and then we're going to work through each one. And I'm not going to go through them really fast because I want to use this as learning. Because a lot of these are pattern orientated. What would you think is the best move here for black? What is the best move for black? There you go. Perfect. Okay, what's the next best move since white intercepted? Yeah, there you go, and that's mate. Perfect. Okay, white to move. What's the best move here? Yep, knight e6 fork, and then you, of course, you see because you played knight e6, you see the fork, so there's no problem with on that. Okay, this one is like a 3-move combination that wins. So I'll tell you the hint. It's 3 moves. 3 moves, and we'll see. I'll see if you can find the first right move, and if you do, then you can, if you can, write it out in a line, like just a. So then, and it helps with visualization, like that's why I do arrows like this, and then you do arrows. It helps get you see. Then you can see the combinations. It helped when I did that in the puzzle rush battles for 3 minutes. By seeing further out and then not panicking, you'll be able to see more. And that's the problem that I had before on the puzzle rush ones, the 3-minute ones, was I would kind of get worried about the time. And just set your pace and do it. Okay, what would you play here? You're black. Black to move. Black to move. Oh, perfect. Knight, yes, king there. Yep, there you go. Nice job. Perfect. Excellent. Excellent work. Okay, now white to move. White to move. Perfect. Spot on there. Okay, now it's black to move. Perfect. That's mate. Good job. Okay, white to move here. Yep, that's your first move. What's the next move? Ah, perfect. Okay, black to move. This is actually a I believe it's a 2-move puzzle. So if you could see both lines, put them in there, and that's always helpful for visualization. Perfect. Rook g1. That's the first move. Queen goes to d8 or d1. What's the second? Ah, Yeah, there we go. And you have checkmate. Good. Okay, this one's a two-move one again as well. So if I'll just like how they would do in books. White to move, mate in two. White to move, mate in two. Could you solve it? And yeah, perfect. Yep, there's the first move. And then king, it didn't matter if he went g8 or h. Yep, queen g7, yeah. Excuse me. And Team Chess Cruncher, if there's other viewers out there that want to put in move sequences as well, you're more than welcome to do that. So feel free to put in moves as well, because we're all about learning. Okay. Let's see about this one. This one is an interesting one. Perfect. Yay. Good job. Perfect. Nice. But that 3000 level puzzle was really interesting. The theme was the same, but it's just that was an interesting puzzle. I really liked that 3000 level puzzle. That kind of tickled me there. Okay. Let's see. It's white to move. We'll see about this. Let's see if the idea. Okay. Let me see here. This one might be. Yep, that is the first. That's the first move. But now you have to kind of solve. This is an interesting one. I know you'll see it. Just look what's there. Sometimes moves. Tall used to do this. He'd put pieces on protective squares. Things. It looked like, yeah, nice, perfect. See, this in theory is protected, but it's really not because of a pin. So perfect job on that. And then of course, since you've worked all that, I want you to put in the final blow for the opponent. As I like to say, the final KO. What is White's next move? Perfect. Yeah. There you go. I didn't want to spoil that you worked so hard to get all that, and I wanted you to be able to take the queen. Yep, bishop h2. That's the first move. And king takes, of course. Otherwise, he would lose a lot of material. Yeah, there you go. And then the queen falls. This one's a unique one. So yeah, you have to see it's black to move, and you win on exchange here. You actually pick up an exchange. So what move sequence picks up an exchange? I'll just throw a hint out there so that you can visualize it. And if you need a hint or anything, just let me know and I'll do my best so that I don't give away the puzzle. But I'll try to, yeah, perfect. Perfect. That's right. Now what's the next? Yep, there you go. That picks up an exchange using our favorite pin. Okay, white to move. Yep, e takes d, perfect. And then if bishop takes d5, yep, just take the bishop, gotcha. And then now that the queen has taken the g5 pawn with check, what do? White to move. There's this move here, and you're being attacked. So what's the only move? Yeah. Yep. There you go. Perfect. Let me see here. Black to move. Yep. There you go. Perfect. Great job. Yep. There you go. He went. Our opponent went g6. So what's your next move here? If you were white, what would you play if you were white? Think of gaining a tempi. This one move is based on gaining a tempo, or you're gaining a move to do something. So your knight's being attacked right here. This pawn is attacking your knight. Yep, there you go. And then after the queen takes back, then you move your knight. You've gained tempo. Okay, this one is a little tricky, but I know you could find it. I know you'll find this one. This is a kind of a little tricky of one. This move picks up a piece. This move actually picks up a whole piece. You have to, it's a combination, I should say. Yep, there you go. How I always look at some of these puzzles is I look at the pieces. Yep, there you go. Rook takes, queen f1, and then what's your next one? You get the other rook. Yep, there you go. Perfect. And I call this puzzle, you give a little to get a lot. So think about giving a little to get a lot. You win the whole entire house with this one move. Yep. Yeah, the fork. Perfect. The king moves. Now what do you play? the rook. The knight takes, and so what's your next combination? Yeah, then take the knight. There we go. Good. You know, that's the interesting thing. It's hard for some chess players, but I know Team Chess Cruncher is, we study sacrifices temporarily to gain material is one of the hardest ones to see. You know what I mean? So you did great on that one. That's a tough one to have spotted because you have to temporarily, in theory, it doesn't look like it works. I guess that's what I should say best. It doesn't look like it works. This one's a unique one too. We'll see. Knight. Yep, perfect. Knight h5 protects g7. And what's the next move? And you're good to go. Rook takes the bishop. There we go. Perfect. This one is kinda, I know you'll see it. This one's a little deep. It's actually mate. I'll give you a hint. It's mate in 2. It's black to move mate in 2. I'll give you a hint on this one. And it's a forced mate in 2. Queen g2 is the first move. Perfect. King h4 is forced. And what's the final knockout? The final KO. There we go. G5 mate. You gotta love it when you could checkmate with a pawn. That's always fun. Now this move, you have to see. This move is really interesting. This is a very interesting move. This is now using combinations, which is like certain things. You're using a fork, you're using a pin, you have to see this. I know you'll see it though. I'll back off now and give you some time to think about it. So think pin and fork. Yep, knight b5 is the correct one. Okay. Now, what's the next move? I think there may be a move after this one, maybe not. There might be one more move. Now you take the rook. Perfect. Okay, I was wrong. I thought they might have the bishop take and then the queen takes, but they didn't do that. This one is interesting too. Well, see how we'll see how your board vision and tactical combinations are. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right. Now you have to look past the threat. The hint is look past the threat. You need one. You need you'll be able to win material if you find this move combination. It's It's two moves. Let me see, one. It's actually three moves, and you win material. But you have to see it all the way through. Otherwise, what would happen is you would panic. A chess player would panic about, oh no, my queen's under attack. So you have to see it all the way through. Yep, take the queen with your knight. And then what's the next move that wins you a tempo? Take the bishop with check. Perfect. Nice. And you pick up an exchange. Great job. Trying to see if this one move works. I think it does, so I'll see if you can see this one move. I know you can. So I got faith in you. Think of a forking combination with a discovery threat. Think of a ability to fork a piece and then have a discovery. And I'll also say it's a temporary sacrifice too. A temporary sacrifice to win material. Take your time and analyze the board. What's going on in the position. And then give it your best effort, and we'll go over it and we'll talk through it so that we'll solve this. Remember, there's no wrong answer. My teacher taught me, my grandmaster teacher. There's only an answer. There's only a solution that isn't answered. And we'd go over puzzles, and even the ones that I calculated wrong, he would talk me through. Bishop G6. That is one of the moves, but you have to do this one move first. You have to do this one move first. Look at a big piece sacrifice. Look at a piece sacrifice. What piece can you sacrifice and attack another piece and it's protected? That's good. That's the second move. You actually have the second move, but you need this one move first. You have to see this one move first. So you got the second move. Yes, perfect. Now let's play that one move that you just said. Yep, there you go. and then you win the queen. Perfect. Let me see about. Okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to. I think. Yeah, this picks up a piece. There's this. Yep. 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 There you go. Yeah. It forces mate, and then you grab the rook. Perfect. Great job. Yep, there you go. Beautiful. Now what do you play? That actually removed the defender of the queen, so let's, well, yep, there you go. Take the queen. Perfect. Let me see. I'm trying to see if this one's a really interesting. I was looking at that, but I was trying to actually make rook takes e7 work somehow. I was trying to find out if I can make rook takes e7 work. Because I was looking at rook takes rook takes e7, queen c1, c8 is covered. So the only move that could be played is actually takes on f8, and I'm thinking that we just move the king over to takes on f7, and then we just move the king over to f8. So I'm thinking that you can actually move the rook. You can take, you can take the bishop on e7. Even if pawn takes f7, you have king to f8, and I think that's secured. I may be wrong, but I'm thinking that that actually works. And then you just move. Oh, you just take. Oh, I think you could take. Oh, drat. I think you could have just taken. Drat. That was my bad there. I'm sorry. I think you could have just taken. I should have thought of that. Oh yeah, e5 is possible. Well, the bishop is attacking your rook. If e5, bishop takes g7. So we have to deal with that sitch. Yeah. I think we can actually sacrifice our rook. Rook takes h7 check. King takes h7. And then I'm thinking that d takes, or e takes d5 check. I think we can do that with a discovery. But I'm not 100% sure if that's... I'm not 100% sure if I have all that line right. Let me see here. There. Takes. King back. Maybe we could actually play rook, queen d2, g2 at that, excuse me, queen g2 at that point. And I think that threatens forced mate, so I'm thinking that this is right. And then you take. Yeah. Sometimes you have to sacrifice to draw a piece on to the square that you need for a discovery. let's see, rook g1, rotates g1, rotates g1, king takes g1, bishop check, king there, check, king there, queen check, king up. Huh. Let's see, check, rotates, king takes, queen check, king over, check, king up, queen, king up. So maybe let's see, king there, so that's not, it comes over there. Because they're threatening, the reason we have to move fast is we have a threat of mate. I'll give you a second to think about this. I'll be right back. Rook takes, okay. I was thinking rook takes, king takes, bishop h3. Oh, I was wrong. Yikes. So that was, it must have been the bishop check at that point then. Huh. That was my bad there. We gotta amp this up. Let's see here. Yep, this is the move here. Rook d1, d7, and then this is mate. There we go. Taking queen takes b2, which forks these two pieces. Then if a rook comes to d1, you can play queen takes, and knight takes. But yeah, then you're up a piece in exchange in that line. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. There you go. Okay. Yep. That's right. Bishop takes, knight takes, and then queen a4. You're right. And then you win the knight. Great job. Good work there. There's a forced mate in 3. There's a forced mate in 3 in this puzzle here. A forced mate in 3. Do you see the move? This has to be all forcing. Look for a sacrifice, a piece sacrifice. Look for a piece sacrifice. And work through that. Because that's you have to start off with the most forcing move, and the piece sacrifice is, but I'm not going to say which piece, because then that would give away all the fun. The queen sacrifice is good, but it's just too slow. You need something that's gonna boom. Yeah, first rook takes. There you go. Pow. Now what's the next two moves? I mean, what are the next two moves that lead to check and mate? There you go. That's one of them. Now the final KO. What is that? Yay! Yeah, there you go. That's mate. Think about a move that wins material. This wins material by forced. So what move wins material by force? You go up a whole piece. It involves a sacrifice, a temporary sacrifice. So I'll give you a hint. This move involves a temporary sacrifice to win material, and you get it back on the next move. But I might have given the puzzle away, but I know this is kind of a tricky, tough one. But I know you'll be able to work through it. Yep. Let's see. Oh no, that's from last puzzle. That was funny. You could do that, but you can win more. You can actually win more. Look for a that is a good move, but you can win more in this line. You can win more. See that if you think about it, they've given you that, right? Just do like what I think it was Emmanuel Lasker says. If you see one move, check to see if there's an even better move, and if that second move isn't better than the first move, then go with your first move. But always look for a secondary move. There's a secondary move that's better than king takes d6. It's not that isn't a good move, there's just a better one. Yep, there you go. And then now what's the next one? What's the next move? There you go. That's perfect. This move wins material in 3. You have to threaten something. Yep, rook a7, perfect. Oh! Oh no. What did I... Huh. We'll get back to this part. We'll do another one, and I'll kind of quickly go through the other ones. We'll get back. Okay, here. Yeah, this was that one was, oops. Queen takes. Okay, so here, and then queen takes. Okay. And then this one here. Bishop takes. Yep, that's right. And this one, what did I overlook here? See, it threatens mate. A kind of checkmate, and I just gotta check one thing out, and then we'll try it one more time. We'll go through it one more. Okay. Wonder why. Queen takes D. That's the reason. Okay. I was predicting that our opponent was going to play rook takes D, and then rook takes A5 wins, but I forgot that our opponent could actually take here. This move forces takes and then takes, and if king goes there, rook F1, king comes up to H2 is forced, queen E5, and then queen E1, and now you're threatening mate, and queen has to actually give their life up here. Queen F8. You have to take. And if, let's just say that they play some silly move attacking your rook, there's actually mate in 3. Okay. Let's do it again, and we will get this. Not to worry. Oh, really? Oh. Let's give that one more shot. It's mate. I'll do that 8. That'll move the guard. Let's. Okay, minus wins apiece. Got it. That's a unique one. Thinking bishop here, which would threaten me. Thinking it's rook g1. Oh, so it's queen takes. Yeah. It takes. I got it. let's see, queen, h5, king f2, and then bishop. Oh, wow, really? Hello. Ah, ouch. What did I what did I miss on? Oh, really? Is this a king over? Push. Ah, drat. Not a good tournament. So, let me see here. So if that's what did I? Oh, okay. always puzzled me. I'm wondering why the other one didn't work. Oh, no checks. Okay. Alright, that's the problem. Should have seen this. Okay, so there. So, with this endgame puzzle. Oh. Interesting. Okay, caught on that. I know today was a little bit of a really rough day, but you know what? We learned a lot, and we kind of learned to not make what isn't there. But I guess that's a good example is if it's more simple, make play the simplest move, not so complex, and make it work. And if a complex move works, I guess go for it. The second one we learned. Let me see. I want to make sure. I want to see what the second one move is. Okay, this one here. The second one was I didn't see the queen move. For some reason, I thought that if I took with the knight, that he would take my queen, and then I could checkmate. But I didn't consider that the pawn could take the knight, and that was what was wrong with the second one. Let me see the third one. The third one was an endgame. I don't think I would have seen the pawn takes, but see that's why we go over those and make sure that our moves are accurate. And you know what? We learned a lot today, and that's what matters. And choices on the board are vital, and the choice to receive the Lord Jesus, the Lord Savior of your life, is as important as the choices on the board, because to your pieces it's life or death. So that's why what Bruce Lee said is really true. To take what you know or what you've learned, we can say trade apply to take what you've learned and then apply it. So you know what? That's what you have to be able to do, and then do something with it. Remember that plateaus are part of life, part of learning. Some of those are really interesting, and we have to the learning lessons like the diamonds in the rough from Aladdin is that you know what, who'd have thunk that he'd end up becoming a prince, right? That's the type of thing that we have to always remember, is that every time you dig, let's say you have a diamond mine, every time you dig into a wall, you're not always going to hit a diamond. Sometimes you're going to get stones and diamonds, and but when you hit that one vein and all the diamonds come flowing out, that's why Tom Thumb Thumb said to Tango to treasure your victories and learn from your losses. And remember that mistakes do not define you, it's how you handle a mistake that defines you. as a chess player in person. And that's why the Team Chess Cruncher motto is there, is so that we hang up our coats, hang up our hats, sit down and study when most won't. Team Chess Cruncher does, and that makes all the difference. As Wesley So says, serve the Lord Jesus, and as I say, God bless. And I'll see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, and evening. And Lord willing, I'll be back on tomorrow. And we'll keep pushing forward. Remember, like what Hannibal Smith said, even inside of a position that looks random, there's always a plan. And when we find it, we get to say, I love it when the plan comes together. I always pray that you receive the Lord Jesus as Lord and Savior. And if you're thinking about it, keep thinking about it. Don't put it off, because it's a decision we all have to make. What do we do with the Lord Jesus? And you know what? Have fun in chess. Remember that learning is a process that we all have to go down, and just keep pushing forward with it, and push and play, and don't stop. Okay, 2 thumbs up. Hoorah! Be blessed. Go Team Chess Cruncher, and continue to keep learning and having fun. Bye bye, and I'll see you tomorrow.